What's going on, Omnibuddies? Mitch here, and today we are back with another unboxing. Well, technically it's not an unboxing, it's just because I've already opened it up. I couldn't wait, and I was busy, and I wanted to start reading some of them now. So we're going to talk about what I've got in the past month. All right, so first things first, we got, I don't know, what is it, 6, 7 books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 books, yeah. So we are back with it. I am really excited about a ton of these books. None of them, well, actually 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say none of them are in a series, but actually now that I look at it and think about it, there are a bunch in a series, but they are short, self-contained series. Well, sort of short. Some of them are a little bit longer, but they're all self-contained series at least. So anyways, so let's start off with the first one. So this one I've actually read before, but when the Kickstarter dropped, I really couldn't help myself. I already have the whole series in a nice little hardcover format, but the series is awesome and it's much loved. And I couldn't help myself because while I do have the book all self-contained in one hardcover, it's kind of small in scale, and Jeff Smith's Bone Deluxe Edition, Bone Deluxe, I guess is what it's called, Bone Deluxe. This thing came out on Kickstarter. I think it's going to have 3 to 4 total to make the entire series. So we got more to go, but dang, this thing is like twice the scale at least of the original Bone series. Where is it? It's somewhere around here behind me. I think it's way over there. But it is so good in this beautiful, gorgeous slipcase. And it, oh man, look at that. It's got that like nice leather feel to it. If you've looked at his previous Kickstarter, one of his previous Kickstarters, Thorn, which is like a proto Bone, kind of like from his college years when he did this. It's bright green and it's exactly the same kind of look with that fake leather. Actually, I have that right here that I can show off super easily. Oh, and I guess if I'm going in here, I may as well just grab the original full Bone edition to just kind of show it off. So here's Thorn, which was his previous Kickstarter, which is nearly the same scale, actually. It's just a little bit shorter, but actually it's a lot shorter because it's a, whoop, I got it upside down. It's a horizontal book. But it's the same type of look with these books, with that leather look. So if you have this one and you're looking at this, definitely very similar. But I mean, let's look at the full, this is the full color volume 1, which is like the entire thing. Slipcase edition of Bone, which is super thick. It is a thick boy. But you can see size-wise that this thing is way smaller than than the new deluxe edition. So you can see it's going to have a lot more to this. But yeah, so this is part 1, The Valley is this. So yeah, I couldn't help myself. My daughter loves reading that book. So my kids will probably get that book all in one condition, in one collection. And then I'll have these for like my personal collection where I can keep them nice and safe. It was a Kickstarter, so it came with a bunch of goodies. I think I did a unboxing short, so if you watch that on Instagram, or I think it was on YouTube too, you'll be able to see that. But man, this thing is just so gorgeous. Those giant end sheet art going on, and it is a signed edition right there. Not remarked or anything like that, because that got real expensive real quick. And if there's going to be more than, if it was just one edition and it collected everything in this format, then maybe I might spring for it. But if I have to do 3 to 4 of these, then I'm probably gonna be spending a lot of money on these. But man, this slipcase is sick, so nice. Anyways, so that is, let me put that back in its slipcase too. This thing is a beast of a tiny book, which is so crazy, but super awesome. Um, all right, let's get those off the side. So now let's go on to some more tiny adventurers like Bone. This wraps up. So that was the first section of Bone. This wraps up the adventure of this tiny adventurer. This is Kanto, however you want to say it. This is volume 5. Thank you, Dark Horse, for shipping me a bunch of these books. And OPB, love them for where I got the rest of my books from, but this was from OPB, or this was from Dark Horse. Man, I'm so excited to jump into this one. I am finishing up Helen of Windhorn right now, and then after that, I am jumping straight into Kanto to find out how this adventure, at least this arc and this adventure, ends. I mean, if you love like an all great like all ages book, and I say all ages being like 8 and up probably, this series is so good, so much heart and so much great, such great heart, just adventure in these books. It's just wonderful. Man, I love this. The art is just fantastic. Drew Zucker is just killed it on here, and oh man, it's so good. And David Boer, his story is just fantastic. His storytelling. So, all right, we'll keep going with Dark Horse stuff. I mean, most of this is Dark Horse actually. Is it all Dark? Nope, not all Dark Horse. A bunch of it is. But then we're jumping into, and I don't do this very often, but trade paperback. I had to check out Gru. So I've read the previous Gru trade paperback that they came out with. It was hilarious, amazing. I love Sergio Aragonis. I think I'm saying his name right. He does such funny stories that are just like, it takes me back to my like Hagar the Horrible, Calvin and Hobbes, all those like Sunday funny comics that I used to read in the Sunday newspaper because they'd like come out in color and I just loved that. So I just tear through those. Loved them. But this just harkens back to that. And it's just a long story, but his art is so detailed and so cool. I love these stories. They're so fun and just funny and witty. He works really closely with Stan Sakai. They're good friends, and a lot of their stuff like Gru will like appear in the backgrounds of a lot of like Usagi books, and sometimes you'll spot like Usagi and Gru books and self-referential and pretty funny stuff. My only disappointment with this is I need a Gru like library edition collecting a ton of Gru or all of it or whatever, or a series collecting all of it. That's what we need in our lives. But until then, we got these great little cheap trade paperbacks. They're like 23 bucks for a little trade paperback. So, and that's MSRP. And like if you go through OPB or whatever, you can find them for super cheap. But yeah. All right. Well, we just mentioned Stan Sakai with Gru. So we will jump right into Stan Sakai's latest hardcover book. We have Space Usagi, the hardcover limited edition. Now you can get these in trade paperback too, that are cheaper, and it collects the exact same content and nearly, I believe, the exact same scale. So this is definitely the collector's item. Really nicely bound, great end sheet paper in here, and I gotta say I'm very excited about these are the signed and numbered edition. I'm very excited about my number 25 of 600. Oh, so good. And Stan's signature is so awesome. So you can actually go through his website and get like the just regular signed and numbered edition, or you can get a remarked edition and all that and pay a little bit more and get it directly from Stan. But oh, look at that gorgeous purple and that like embossed foil on the cover of the actual hardcover. But man, if you're not reading Usagi, you can pick it up nearly anywhere and be totally fine. I mean, he's been going for almost 40 years. I have like that entire second shelf there is basically all Usagi, and it's like the entire collection, and it's near 40 years he's been going on this. The art is only getting better. The storytelling is staying like it's like I want to say it's staying the same, great, but that might be doing a disservice because like he's just getting better as a storyteller, but that's not to say like the original stories weren't good or anything. They are fantastic. So you could start with those with the Fantagraphics box set and then move right into the Dark Horse stuff and then go into there's 5 volumes of IDW and now he's back I think a couple volumes now with Dark Horse again. So really cool, and you can just read it through. I have a whole history of Usagi Yojimbo on my site, on my YouTube channel too. So you could jump over there and get the entire history. Maybe I need to update it now that he's kind of back to Dark Horse. I alluded that he was coming back, but now it's been a couple years since that. So he's officially back and publishing with them. But man, so we have White Star Rising, which is back with his Space Usagi and adding to the Space Usagi uh, uh, saga lore, whatever. Super cool. So we will stick with long ongoing series. I read the first volume. I'm very excited to read the second volume. We've got Vagabond, and this is by Viz and Takahiko Inoue, I think is how you say his name. But dang, this series has been fantastic. Oh man, it's like all of these series are just so good. Like these I've never been super into manga that much, but reading like Berserk and like Akira and finally like digging in to the like best of the best with manga has been fantastic. And I'm so excited that they're all now publishing in these deluxe oversized hardcovers that collect like 3 of the trade paperback volumes usually. It is so good. And yeah, the art's great. And what's cool is like you feel like you're accomplishing a lot because like usually manga reads really fast. And it's actually, I hadn't read it much before, much really any manga before I read Akira when that box set came out. And like I thought it was going to be really difficult for me to get into like the format of reading manga from right to left and working my way right, left, and then down, and then jumping to the next page because you read it, in reverse order. But it's oh man, it wasn't difficult to do at all. My brain just kind of flipped on it, and I was really worried about it and nervous. But dang, it works, and the storytelling is fantastic in all of these series. It's so good, such good like slice of life books, and a lot of like just struggle, familial and social struggles. Really good stuff. Really good. Just just analysis of life and things. And like Vinland Saga has been amazing, looking at like the Danish and the Vikings back in like those days, and super cool. Okay, let's jump on to the next thing. I'll stop gushing about manga and Vagabond. I've been really digging. So let's jump into the next one. We've got Lazarus. So this is volume 4, the 4th collection. Greg Rucka is, oh man, he's so good. He's just so good. Like everything he touches is just gold. And it might take him a while to come out with stuff, but what he does come out with is like S tier, highest echelons of great storytelling. He always has fantastic artists on his books, and man, so like Lazarus, the world building in this series is just insanely good. I know like uh, um, Eric Trotman, who is his wife owns my LCS. He has done like a lot of design work on these books and helping to like design the flags and all that. So it's really cool talking with him about how much work goes into the back end, not back end, like background of the world building of this, that there's people just focusing on building this world, not necessarily just doing the storytelling and the art. It's insane. It's really cool. I'm very excited for this. I believe this doesn't wrap it up. I think there's a 5th volume that'll eventually come out. They're still slow roll, so it's still slowly coming out, and like took a couple sabbaticals here and there. So this has been a very long time coming. But then there's also they're slowly coming out with more in here. So very excited to catch up and on my Lazarus read. And then I have read a bit of this. I'm very excited to finish it. But we have Chrononauts. This is Mark Millar and Sean Gordon Murphy, and it's so good. And his Murphy's art is one of my favorite art styles, just like that sketchy, I mean, that's his art right there. That sketch look art style. Millar's storytelling is always great and really fun and interesting, and he does cool, takes risks and he takes chances and does really interesting stuff. So not everything might be your cup of tea, but man, if you find something from him that's your cup of tea, it's gonna hit pretty good. So definitely recommend checking it out and checking out Chrononauts. Super interesting, fun play on the genre and all that. Oh, I love it. And yeah, Murphy's art's just killer. I love everything he does. Punk Rock Jesus, The Wake, like all that stuff, just so good. So yeah, and this is this giant, I mean, here's your Image oversized hardcover, which is the same size as an Omni, and you got this Dark Horse library edition size, which is bigger and awesomer. And yeah, so fantastic to see Murphy's art get that oversized library edition art. All right, let's stack these up a little bit so that we can show it off a little bit here, because that was, I believe, it. Yep. So let's see, let's get them all kind of going here, get these on top, boom, boom, boom. All right, so now we can take a quick look at it. We've got the deluxe, Bone Deluxe edition, which is like, I mean, you see this library edition size here from Dark Horse. It is a little bit larger than a library edition. And then you've got Chrononauts library edition. We've got Lazarus, the 4th collection. We've got Kanto, Volume 5, A Place Like Home. Yes! And then we've got more Usagi Yojimbo with the White Star Rising. We've got Vagabond, Volume 2. And we've got that Gru Minstrel Melodies by Sergio. And man, so many good books in here. I need more time in life to be able to read all these books. Maybe I just need to just stop doing YouTube videos and just read books the whole time and not worry about doing photos and showing it off and talking about it. But I love talking about books, and I love taking photos of books and showing them off and interacting with the community and interacting with the creators of these books. It's just so much fun, and the creators and the publishers are super accessible and always sharing and talking, and everyone just loves comics and loves talking about them and loves good stories. So it's super fun to be in this community. So that's why I do it, and that's why instead of like reading a book right now, I'm taking time to talk about it. I know it's like an unboxing, which isn't real. It's, you know, glorifying getting stuff, which isn't the greatest, but I do love sharing about what I'm getting, because books are just, it's so cool sharing about like books that you find that you love and you're passionate about. And I love sharing about books that I don't hear people talking enough about. I know there's some books in here that people talk a lot about, but there are also some books in here that I don't think get enough love and don't get the loves that they deserve. So here we are sharing about it. But all right, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, do all of those things. But like I say in every video, the most important thing to do is comment. Let me know in the comments what your favorite non-Big 2 ongoing story is. So when I say non-Big 2, that's DC and Marvel. No, nothing against DC and Marvel, but so many people read those and they get so much attention. I want to draw some attention to some other ongoing series. So could be, I guess, Vagabond, because it's ongoing, coming out right now, or Lazarus, or even Gru, because it's kind of like little bits here and there, Usagi, I mean, all those things. Or it could be a one-shot, but let me know in the comments what your absolute favorite ongoing non-Big 2, so indie comic basically, is out there right now, and why people should be reading it. All right, I'll stop talking at you. That's it. Take care. Stay cool.